Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Crusader Mini. This is an AM/FM NOAA weather band portable radio by the 72hours.com company. I got this off Amazon for a total of $14.99 and thought it would be pretty cool to review. So let's check it out. It comes in this really snazzy premium box. I almost feel like I spent a third of the money on the box. Crusader Mini, nice picture. There you go. On the back here, we got some writing, got some bullet points. Pretty basic stuff. Okay, simple and easy to use. Okay. And yeah, some French and some different languages. What's in the box? Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. So it's like a sleeve that comes off. And this box opens like a book. There you go. Now, this red on red, I'm going to end up taking this and putting it on a different kind of background so we can see the red better. And I'll zoom this in a little bit. But yeah, see, this box is pretty fancy. So here's the radio. Comes like this. You can cast spot knockout for the antenna. Okay, cool. There's the radio. Rather large. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and set that aside. See what else we get in the box. It's got, looks like a little lanyard here on the side. There you go. Attach that. Nice. Good to have. And then in the bottom here, we have some instructions. And I believe the box is empty. All right, so yeah, pretty fancy box. I guess it's good for storage. If you're packing this away. Looks like there's their name on the back. Now, their website, 72hours.com, I believe does not work. I tried it, but 72hours.ca does work. So if you want to check out their site, it's like a prepper type site where they have food, water preps, shelter, comms. This is comms, their radio. So okay, let's put that box aside. Here's their instruction manual. It's barely basic. I'm just going to kind of open it up. Slowly pan it here if you need something. So we can zoom in on the spec section here for the radio nerd in you. Yeah. There's not really telling me a whole lot. It's got a weight. Nice. And manufactured for, okay, 72 hours. All right. So on the back side, I think is a different language. Yeah. All right. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead and check out the radio. Yeah. Zoom this on down. Always on the lookout for cool radios. I thought this one was pretty neat for the money. $15. Can't be $15, but you can. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. So dimension wise, we are 2 3/4 inches wide. We are 5.5 inches in length, including the top of the antenna here. And with a case thickness of 1 inch. Yep. Hey, what's that sticker say? Okay, it complies. That's good. All right, so let's do a little size comparison. We have a CC Pocket in the house. Dun, 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 dun. We have a CC Skyway. Let's put them right next to each other here. Give you an idea. Let's compare it to some competitors. Yeah, I have some competitors handy. The Retekess. This is the PR15 AM/FM weather band radio. It does the exact same thing this radio does. Identical. This is a tuning indicator, I believe. This just has a power indicator. All right, and then here we have the Prunus J-166. Yeah, and there's a reason why I'm showing these radios. This is around $14.99, same price, compact. And this one here is usually $9.99, $5 cheaper. Does the same thing, does it better. We'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and get to the Crusader here. Always good to plug those radios, and I'll have links to them, of course, down below. Check it out in the comments section and the video description. So here it is, the Crusader Mini. Let's go over some features of this radio. I'll go left-hand side. We have a headphone jack, headphone experience. FM, expect strong lows, decent mids, decent highs, but no FM stereo, just FM mono both ears. AM, it's weak lows, strong mids, and okay highs. Interesting about this radio is the audio distorts at medium to high volume settings. on the speaker and on the headphone jack. Don't know why that is, but that's just how it is. It's what caught me off guard with this radio was the speaker wasn't really up to snuff, and you'll get to hear that and judge for yourself if you can handle it or not, or if I'm just making it up. But yeah, it has some distortion to it. But the neat thing about the headphone jack, at low volumes it's nice, and there's no low-level hiss, so there's no hissing, which I thought was rather a bonus. So yeah, what else we got here? On the front, we have a nice clear dial. I like this setup because it's got a white background with the orange dial indicator. Our FM band on top, AM band just below, and of course our weather band, really not telling you a whole lot, just showing you the direction of the channels 1 through 7 in the proper order. Here we have a power LED, turns red when the radio's on. Crusader Mini. Here we have the speaker, which is about 2 inches. And to give you a size reference again, we can bring out Iron Man, which I forgot to do earlier. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves crusadings for China land. That's where this is made, man. Yeah, Chinese Iron Man. Could you imagine? But there you go. All right. So that's that. Yeah, 2-inch speaker. Like I said, it's got a weird distortion sound to it. You'll hear it. When I was messing with it, it was sounded a little off to me. Okay, right-hand side, we got the tuning wheel. Rather large. That is easy to use. Like that. The volume control, not so easy to use. I guess that's not a bad thing. Okay, recessed right there. It's the volume. And then here we have a band select switch, and of course everything's marked on the back here. Off position, weather band, FM, and then AM. Of course, volume direction, tuning direction. Top of the radio, we have a spot. Nice heavy-duty spot for a lanyard. I like that. If you notice, this is flat, so it definitely stands nicely. The antenna is a whopping 9.5 inches. That's the weenie part of this radio. What the heck, guys? This is a big radio. It should not have a wimpy antenna like that. The Prunus J-166 is the same size and has a 16.5-inch antenna. So you tell me, what the heck? They could easily have made that antenna longer. Why they didn't, I don't know. And this will suffer because of that. And we'll talk more about that. But there's our antenna. On the back of the radio, yeah, you can see their little sticker here. 2 AA batteries, nice. 72 hours. Okay, it's all about survival type stuff. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I do like the fact that it's red. Battery compartment's nice. Hinged door here, so don't lose it. And behind here, we have our 2 AA batteries. Using alkalines. Top battery positive is to the right. Bottom battery positive is to the left. Looking at the radio from the back side. You know what's cool? Is it can be like a pivoted stand like that. Check that out. Snazzy. All right. Probably would break, so I probably wouldn't do that too often. Okay, so it's about FM reception, and we'll do a little audio demonstration, and then maybe we'll get to cruising the band. So FM reception report. I always like to compare these radios to other radios just to see how good they are on the FM band. I go up to a spot, I tune the entire band at the same time of day. When I test these radios, I check for tropospheric ducting and E-skipping. As long as that's not happening, I'll do the test. And I'll go through and log each station I find. And typically it's a balance on fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. In most average radios, the old school, like say you get something like this as your backup emergency radio without weather band. This here gets an okay to good rating, 48 stations, typical analog radio. DSPs are usually better, but in the case with this one, with that dinky antenna, this just scored okay to good, identical to that one I just showed you from the 1980s. This radio here was made in 2020. So yeah, it scored 48 stations found, okay to good average rating, and FM selectivity was okay to good as well. It would have been better if this antenna was longer, I am going to guess, on that. So there you go. So we'll go ahead and turn this on and tune it to Radio Todderbert. I have a FM transmitter too hanging out here. So there you go. I have it on 92.9 megahertz, and I have a Sony MP3 player hooked up to it, broadcasting royalty-free music through this. And this will broadcast to the radio so we can get an idea for the demo for the audio quality. Now, you can compare this radio to the other videos I've made, and you'll hear a difference. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on and see if we can't find Radio Todderbert. So let's go to weather band and then to FM. Turn this up. And then we'll do some band scans. Just gonna get that tuned in. Okay. Okay, sounds fairly good. I really thought I had distortion there, but maybe I was thinking I wasn't. But I think there's a slight speaker, probably because it's tinny is my guess. So let's go ahead and pause that, turn that off. Okay, so there it is, gives you an idea for audio demonstration purposes. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to the weather band and just use the, what do you call it, telescopic antenna here. 9.5 inches without any help. With the FM, I'll do something a little different. Now upstairs, I found 5 stations, which was pretty good. That's a above average rating. 4 is about average. Let's see, I'm on the weather band off. That should be weather band. Okay.
And now the extended outlook for the period Thursday through Wednesday. Small craft advisory conditions will likely return at times Saturday through Sunday. South winds up to 15 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly cloudy. 12. Once again, at the Chicago Rockford Airport it was 10, with snow flurries. Here is your forecast for Rockford and surrounding communities. First, winds to 30 knots, diminishing to 20 to 25 knots late. Mostly cloudy. Freezing spray. Waves 4 to 7 feet. Steady or slowly rising. Wind chills as low as 0 to 10 below 0. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday, partly cloudy in the morning, then mostly cloudy with chance of light freezing.
So it does really well on the NOAA weather band. It sounds fairly good on NOAA weather. Because it's just a basic flat voice there, neutral voice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to retract this antenna some, and I'm going to hook up a little wire, because for FM, we're going to go to the bottom of the band. I need a little boost because I'm in a subfloor basement, and if I don't hook up a little antenna with this radio, we're not going to hear a thing. So I want to give you an idea what the FM sounds like. So let's go ahead and hook up a wire to this, and then we'll do the AM band afterwards here. Let's get my wire out of the mess there. Okay, so that's just a little 12-foot wire I have in my window blinds on the inside, not on the outside, just to give a little boost. It's always good to have the antenna near a window. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this up. Run the FM band. We'll just scroll through here we can hear. See how good this Crusader Mini is from 72hours.ca. You can try the .com one, but it was a no-go for me.
I'm just excited to begin this new year in a new frame of mind through God's grace.
It successfully tested a hypersonic missile on Wednesday. The launch was detected by several militaries in the region, and engineers are preparing to unpack the giant primary mirror on the new
It's some weird music before there.
By dozens of folks outside of those two communities.
Yeah, but it feels so right. Welcome to the jungle. We got waiting. I'm busy the thing you ever made me feel weak, girl. Free. Whatever will be, will be. You know we did it again. I told to believe it. Don't let it go. Water that really impresses your father. You can find me on a
Okay, right there, I could tell there's some distortion at higher volume. So yeah, if you like to listen to your radios past medium, you probably won't want this radio. But if you do like, higher volume and maybe like the Sangen SR35 and just do AM, FM, and then maybe get a dedicated weather band radio. But yeah, you can hear it's definitely there if I turned it up.
no matter what I do. Can't stop, I never heard it now. It's calling Baton Rouge. Tree.
You can miss me with that shit.
and haul away of your old carpet and 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months. Call Carpet Capital or go online and schedule your free in-home estimate today.
for the first to the 15th of the month. But I gotta say, gotta come up, put it all in the cup.
Spaces.
So we're currently holding over 50 people in non-traditional rooms.
Silver Cross also activated its surge plan, postponing.
Przygoda.
No właśnie, już po raz kolejny słyszymy ten magiczny tytuł.
Okay, that's the end of the FM band scan. Okay, so you get a general idea what it sounds like. When I was tuning it, yeah, it sounded like the speaker was distorting, but maybe it's because it's just tinny or a real thin speaker. That's my guess. All right, but on the headphones, it definitely had the same kind of sound to it too. It was identical. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the AM band. Now, during the day, I was actually pretty impressed. AM, it did very well on the locals and semi-locals, all the way up to the top of the band. Some of these radios, these cheaper radios, you get to the top of the band and it quiets down. You don't hear anything. But with this radio, I got to the top of the band and I was hearing stations during the day. So fantastic. I haven't tuned it at night, so I'm not sure what we're going to pick up. Selectivity was an issue. Some stronger stations would definitely obliterate weaker stations, just because DSPs lock on to stronger stations typically, and it did with this radio. So let's go ahead and do a AM band scan. Let's make sure I'm on AM, which should be all the way up. Yep, up position. And we'll start at the bottom of the band and start tuning along. Now the AM band, of course, uses an internal antenna, and it's horizontally mounted. And then you'll see me turning the radio towards the station I'm trying to receive, the top of that radio. So I'll be doing this to tune the radio. That's how you tune the AM band.
He was just uninformed and ignorant that things he would say like that as president have ramifications and makes life. And then all of a sudden we have a shortage. There was no shortage of it ever.
Okay, that first station was 540 WAUK Jackson, Wisconsin, which actually is coming pretty good. This is 560 WIND Chicago.
What's that thing you talk about? Monoclonal antibodies, yeah. Yeah, how do you get that? All right, let me...
So here's the time.
Atlanta, Emory University Hospital, Long Island, or New York City.
11:36 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. This is a local station. You can kind of hear how it sounds rather distorted sounding or tinny sounding or just gravelly sounding.
Florida, they have monoclonal antibody centers. I was able to find people, monoclonals in Texas, all across the...
Just gonna cruise up the band. We're not going to try to ID everything.
My name is Jeff Hogue. It's 11:38 on the clock. If you're looking for more great entertainment, Route 650, the intersection of Americana and country music, available to you anywhere, anytime. WSMOnline.com and our free mobile app.
Okay, WSM, Nashville, Tennessee. This is 434 miles to the south.
Site and the mobile app, brought to you in part by the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Robert's Western World, Layla's...
That it would make it all worth it. To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org. The bottom of the hour is brought to you by DuckDuckGo.
At Lurder and Row, we know that car wrecks don't keep regular business.
Okay, WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs, 670.
You don't have to wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now. We have people standing by, ready to take your call.
And then afterwards...
He's called Stacy.
Yeah.
And him and Mom's neighbors both... I've never seen people play chess.
720 WGN Chicago.
Play chess for hours.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And,
You can see the dial indicator.
that was really sad.
he was very...
He died at 39 years old. Go my way.
Music there, 740 Zoomer Radio, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles away. So, I mean, in emergency, I guess this isn't too bad to have packed away, but there's better options.
So, if the district... Next traffic report, 11:48. News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
WVDM AccuWeather. Blustery and quite cold early on this Thursday morning.
So local, Chicago, 780, WBBM.
5 and 10 above zero, but real feels will be between 10 and 20 below.
Sounding rather distorted there. Again, I think it sounds distorted to me because it's a tinny sounding speaker.
Bitterly cold tonight with partial clearing, lows between 0 and 5 above.
But the reception's not bad.
Wiped us out back 65 million years ago. And that's an object when people go out in the summer sky and look at Perseus. Just know that the real mother of that whole series of events is a comet called Swift-Tuttle. I find that most amazing. I'm sure listeners do too.
Yeah, I think the only comet that I saw...
I think it's 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky.
I was just really fascinated with the Hale-Bopp comet. We actually took a telescope here.
Ah oui, en 95.
Était déjà marié,
Ah oui, bon.
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario.
C'est librement inspiré. Librement inspiré.
reporting causes impacting all of us. Global healthcare, wildlife preservation, the environment, clean water. Pick one. DollarPerMonth.org gives you a say in where your donations are distributed, all while running with as minimal overhead as possible. You see, every month, DollarPerMonth.org hosts 3 new charities who have a proven track record.
Curious on what this is actually. At my CC Pocket.
You can always trust where your donations are going to DollarPerMonth.org. Giving back has never been easier. You sign up through the community.
Okay, so 870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, about 860 miles that way. So nice. It does pick up the distance stations at night.
The best and most responsible charities in the world today. So you guys is a former NYPD cop, right? He wants to use, he's charged with attacking.
Jumps right to 890 WLS, Chicago.
Defense of others against excessive force in his trial. And the government has come.
Radio. I want to just thank you for all you do, the nation. I've been very analytical, and just looking at you, I can only say one thing. When you say, I don't disagree with what...
An NFL coach trying to do the college. It's a lot to win a national title.
Here's WMVP, Chicago, 1000.
Path to the National Football League for Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Thursday morning, ESPN Radio.
Take an ordinary...
But I definitely felt better than last time.
Great people, Optimatax, they know what they're doing. Optimatax Relief,
Get the right team.
Transhumanists, who are really the current generation of that. Current generation of that.
So when he was thrown into the lion's den, God protected him.
1160 WYLL, local.
Well, the lions didn't sink their teeth into him.
So if you have patience, you'll be able to find quite a bit on the band here. I'm almost done. I'm just going to go to the top now.
In-depth reports that take you beyond the headlines multiple times per week, all on the NFL Inside Report podcast. Listen to NFL Inside Report on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Tiffany. I have some.
I think this is 1530 WCKY. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio, I believe. Yeah.
I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking.
And music there is 1610 CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. 1630, the mighty KCJJ, Iowa City, Iowa, about 175 miles to my west.
Visit one of our 6,000 stores or order from Auto.
Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, top of the band. All right, so that gives you an idea what this radio can do and what it can't do. All right, so the Crusader Mini, does it get a recommended buy in my book? If it goes on sale for $10, yeah, it's a good backup radio. It's all right. But at $10 right now, you can pick up the Prunus J-166, which is a better radio on the FM band. It gets a lot more stations, I believe like plus 60 plus stations. It has a tuning indicator, battery level indicator. Its weather band is amazing. Its AM is very similar. Speaker-wise, this one seems to have the same tinniness, but doesn't seem to sound distorted as you heard on the AM band. That's probably what I was hearing on the AM band there. So definitely consider the Prunus J-166. It's not red. It might be just a little bigger. They're about similar. Standing-wise, yep, this radio does stand better if you need it to stand. There you go. But if you need a belt clip, the Prunus comes with a belt clip. This one does not. They both run on 2 AA batteries. That might be important to you. And of course, like I mentioned before, the antenna length, this has a recessed antenna here that extends out 16.5 inches, which gives it some way better reception. Also, you could be thinking in this price range, like I mentioned before, a compact PR15. If you're looking to have like a go bag, you want lightweight and easy portability, this is the way to go. You won't get as long as runtime as you will with AA batteries, but you get the same reception. You actually get really good AM reception with this radio, and the speaker quality is actually not too bad. And then if you really want to think about it, I have seen these emergency radios like this, the Tai Mahoon. Now it's a bigger radio, but if you're at home, you know, you want a little flashlight. It's lithium powered. It's got an 18650 removable battery. And this radio sells for about $12 on sale. I've seen it. Average is around 15. So here you can get yourself the weather band, AM, FM. Plus you have a power bank feature, headphone jack. You can recharge it. It's got the solar. It's got the dynamo crank to charge up the battery. And like I said, this isn't too bad either. So if you're looking for something, options versus just this, there's quite a bit out there for you to look at in the same price range. What I would pick out probably would be this radio here for $9.99 for a nice backup emergency type radio. I'd pack away. It's not in red, but it will do the job and save me $5 over this radio here. Like I said, I felt like I paid $5 for this fancy box, and it's probably what I did. So there it is. Final thoughts on the Crusader Mini. I would say pass on this radio. Yeah, for $15, unless you really like it, I would say pass and get the J-166 right here. You'll be much happier with this radio for the price, definitely. Okay, so that's my thoughts on this radio. Hope you liked the video. Yes, I do say no to some radios, and this one, yeah, gets a no for me. So hope you liked the video. Give me a big like if you did. Big thumbs up. You guys are the best. 2, if you like inexpensive weather radios, subscribe at the bell icon. I like to review them for you guys, tell you which ones are good, which ones are better. These are better right here. Even the emergency radio. I got 3 of these bad boys. I like these so much. I'm collecting all the colors. There's a blue and a yellow one I have on my bench. You can also get, I got an orange, and then there's the, I think black, and yeah, some other colors too in there. Got to get them all. There's a red one too. So you got to get them all. But yeah, I love those radios. So definitely worthy to consider those. And then 3, comment below what you think about the Crusader Mini. I definitely think it's a marketing thing, the 72-hour site. So you let me know what you think. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.